Our first guest is a legendary chef, TV host, and cookbook author, best known for his TV series Good Eats. He's now put together some of his deepest thoughts in his new book, Food for Thought, which is mostly, but not all, about food. Welcome, Alton Brown, to beWell. It is so great to have you here.
Thank you for having me on, and thanks for accusing me of deep thoughts. I don't think anybody's ever done that before. Thank you.
But what
Good.
inspired you to write this book?
Everybody asks me, a lot of people ask me that. The truth is there was no inspiration.
Oh.
So here's the true story. One day, so I have these manual typewriters. I'm a typewriter person, and I was working on a typewriter, and it had a key that was sticking, and I was trying to work it out. And so I just put some paper in, and I started typing. And and then I just kind of kept typing for a while, and all of a sudden I looked and I had like 5 pages of an essay, which was the first essay that I wrote for the book. And I was like, where did that come from? And I sent it to my literary agent, and he said, "Why don't you just keep doing that for a while?" And that's what happened. There was no plan, there was no strategy. Just paper went into the typewriter.
Okay, now in this, you talk about some of your least favorite culinary trends. What would that be?
I'm tired of hearing about farm to table
Oh,
stuff. I'm really kind of like, as a sales line, you don't need to tell me that anymore, because whatever was on a plate, a farm was definitely involved.
at some
Um,
point.
and I'm a little bit tired of every kind of mashup and pop-up mashup of cuisine at restaurants. I kind of just like, could you just make me a bowl of chili and we'll call it a day?
All
That's
right.
just me.
I like that. Now, you're one of the most famous chefs on TV. What would you say are the 5 items that we should all have in our pantries, like ready to go?
I know that for me, I want to be able to, at any given moment, turn to my pantry and make something. So the things that I always keep around, I always keep olives around. I always keep pasta around. I always keep olive oil around. I always keep a big chunk of Parmesan cheese around, even though that's usually in the refrigerator, not in the pantry. And I've got a thing for canned fish. I'm
No.
one of those people that will sneak an anchovy into almost anything. So I always have high quality anchovies in my cabinet. And with those things, I can produce a meal out of, well, not thin air, but out of the pantry with very little warning.
If you gave me an anchovy, an olive, and pasta, you would not have anything edible. So, I mean, you deserve all the accolades that you get, my friend, because
I would feed you. I could feed you anchovies without you even knowing that you were getting anchovies.
that's the
Believe me.
only way you would be able to feed me anchovies. All right, I
I
know
understand. I understand. You have to trust me on this.
I do trust you, but I know that you talk, a bit about the science of food on your show, Good Eats. So, what foods fascinate you the most?
When I get tired of cooking, which happens from time to time, I go back and look at eggs again. Eggs are a chemistry class, and a biology class, and a culinary class, a whole year. I could teach a year of culinary school on nothing but eggs. The science of eggs fascinate me, and the amount of things that you can do with eggs, if you understand their science, fascinates me.
I had no idea. I feel like I've learned so much already from you. And you're also out on tour right now, Alton Brown Live, Last Bite. So, for people that are heading out, what can they expect?
Alton Brown Live, all of my live shows are kind of what I call culinary variety shows. They're a mixture of comedy, music, a lot of audience interaction, and very large, very strange culinary demonstrations. In fact,
Ooh.
this year we're going out with the biggest machine that we've ever made. It's 27 feet long, but I'm not going to tell you what it makes. Yeah, come see the show.
Wait, that almost makes me think of like Lucille Ball or something. Like, I can't wait
Well,
to
it's
see
funny
this.
that you would mention that, because there is a part of this machine directly inspired by that famous I Love Lucy scene with Ethel and Lucy in the Chocolate
I
Factory.
mean, that
Yes.
is like one of my favorite
No
all time.
chocolates,
Okay.
no chocolates,
Okay.
but yeah, it's iconic. It's iconic.
It
And
is.
like that scene, just imagine watching volunteers from a culinary
Oh my
show up on a
gosh.
stage doing something like that.
I want to catch that. And listen, if you want to catch his new book, Food for Thought, it is available where books are sold. And you can, of course, catch him at one of his signings at select bookstores as well. You want to check out his website for that information. But listen, we're not done yet. It is time for beWell's Hot Five. And today we have Alton Brown with us. We are so excited to put you on the hot seat. Are you ready?
Yeah, I guess. I don't test very well, but I'll do my best.
All right, there's no wrong answer. So just the first
Oh,
thing
oh,
that comes to
good.
mind.
My
Okay.
favorite kind of test.
No,
No
no,
wrong
no.
answer.
You already
Okay,
passed. All right.
okay,
Favorite
okay.
fast food?
French fries.
Ooh, weirdest food you've ever eaten?
My mother-in-law's pork chops.
Is that worst or weirdest? You don't have to answer. You don't have to answer. All right.
Hey, you wanted what pops into my head. That's what popped into my head.
All right. Favorite meal to cook?
Roast chicken.
Scrambled, sunny side up, or poached? We know how you love an egg. Ooh, scrambled. And food you will never eat again?
Octopus.
Wow. Ding, 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 ding. You win.
Because there's an actual essay in my new book about why I won't eat an octopus. It's because I made a friend. I made an octopus friend at an aquarium once, and so I can't eat friends. We shouldn't eat friends.
I love that. I love that. You've been such a pleasure, such a joy. I wish you continued to
Do I
test.
pass?
That's
Do I
it.
get
You
some kind of
passed.
diploma?
You got 100.
I like that.
Yes,
It's
so
my
you should
first.
go around flexing that.
Hold it long.
Thank you so much for being such a good sport.
Thank you. That wasn't bad at all.
Thank you so much for being here.
Thank you so much for having me on. You too.